and welcome to another episode of Hey Fee. Um, so I got an interesting one today. I don't know if people realize how much unsolicited advice people with special needs kids, autism kids, get, or rude comments. Like I swear to God, I learned how rude people were, more so now going out with my kids. So I got asked, how do I deal with the rude comments and unsolicited advice? So I'm quite feisty. I'm an Aussie, so I've got feisty pants on. So I sometimes answer the back, but sometimes I don't. I get really upset and really sad and really defensive. I was shocked, and sometimes I just went really quiet and I would cry. So this is a good one. This is this is going to be interesting. So I asked a bunch of my mum friends if they had what's their stick out comments as well that people usually do, and it's pretty bizarre. And it comes from people like OTs and people at schools that work at schools. So you'd think that they wouldn't ask weird shit or give random advice, but it happens. So, as parents with complex kids, we regularly ask friends and families and strangers to give our kids a second chance with their behaviours. We struggle to show them that our kids are terrified, and what's actually happening is in their meltdowns, they're screaming out for help. A lot of it when it's public meltdowns, they just can't tolerate what's going on and they're screaming out for help. We ask teachers and playmates to ignore bad manners and bad behaviour and poor social skills and flat out aggression sometimes while we calm the situation down. We encourage others to find the good in our sons and daughters, even with all that going on. We already feel worried and fear and guilt and stress. So when people give us advice, it's like telling us that we're not doing a good job or we're not doing good enough, even if it's coming from a good place. Because I hope the people are not this obnoxious. I hope that it's coming from a good place. But I know how hard it is to bite my tongue. So when this sporty soccer mum suggests that you go gluten-free, dairy-free, and chia seeds, and what was it, liquid vitamins was another one, because their neighbour's sister's cousin's friend who knows someone with autism did that and she's completely normal now. Okay, so yeah, do you bite your tongue? So I'm going to give you guys a bit of a help here. For people who are watching that are friends and families, maybe you could share this video with their friends and family. Do not say, I know exactly what you're going through because my cousin's friend's sister's neighbour also has a child with autism. Okay, so human nature is to show empathy for families affected by autism, but it's not right to say you know exactly what a parent is going through if you don't have a child with autism, because you are not exactly in the same situation at all. So don't say. Do say, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm willing to listen if you need to talk. Easy. Boop, boop. Right? Okay, here's another one. Don't say, you'll never know by looking at them that they've got autism. They look so normal. Okay, so what does autism look like? It doesn't have a look. I get that a lot. Oh, you can't tell. He looks so normal. Well, the person saying this might see that as a compliment. Most parents of a child on the spectrum would not take it as a compliment. Like, I don't know any that would take that as a compliment. Additionally, the world of autism is normal in a typical or neurotypical sense. Autism is their way of normal. Okay, how about say, it's like, do say, oh, your son looks adorable. Your daughter looks adorable. Anything that you would say to a normal child. You look amazing. Easy. Here's a good one. Don't say, have you figured out your child's genius? What type of gift does your child have? Okay, we've all seen Rain Man. We know that there's extraordinary characteristics and musical gifts and individuals with autism on the spectrum actually possess. But in fact, it's only 5% of autistic people have savant qualities. 5%. That's it. So don't say, what type of genius behavior do they have? Say, how's your child doing? Oh, because that's what you'd say to a normal family. How's your child doing? How are they doing in school? How are they doing? Do they do any extracurricular activities? Do they have a hobby? Okay. Moving on. Don't say, control your child, or they just need a good smack. Smacking is not going to help a sensory meltdown. And controlling my child, this is what happened the other week. My child ran and bolted to traffic. I asked for help because I had a toddler and my other son. My toddler has a fractured foot with me and my dog, and my child bolted towards traffic. I yelled, please stop him. He has autism. Please stop him. They didn't. They looked at me and told me to control my child. I don't know about anyone else, but if I saw a child running towards traffic, I don't care whose child it is, I will stop traffic. I will get that child, because that is a child. I don't care if they've got autism or not. That is a child running towards traffic, and it's dangerous. So I was lucky because some bikers came past, some cyclists, and they cut him off. They were helpful. So when people say control your child, this one gets me. This one, I want to punch people in the face. But I don't. I want to. So I choose to educate them. They have autism. They cannot control it. Thank you for being so rude and disappointing. And I will walk off. Or I'll just give them a filthy ass look and walk off. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. I cannot help but try and educate someone usually. My wife's more diplomatic about it. I'm not. She's got really kind words, and I'm just like she's feisty. Don't mess with her and her children. But okay. So instead, in that situation, you could say, do you need help with anything? Do you need help getting to your car? Don't worry, it's safe here. You're not alone. Is that hard? No. Okay. As much as we aren't embarrassed by our kids, but we do go red when people judge us. The looks and the comments bring out that we feel so useless, that we can't help our kids. We can't help them meltdown. We can't help them process. No one can. Their minds work differently, and they need to feel loved and safe. So telling us we're safe and offering help is better than going back to friggin' high school and being like a stuck-up jerk. Okay, we're adults. We should be part of a community. Okay, here's one. Don't talk louder when you find out the person has autism. They're not deaf. It happens. Suddenly it's like, oh, how are you doing? It's like, no, we're not deaf. Okay. So, but you could pronounce your words clearer because it is hard sometimes for kids to process. Simple. Okay. Don't say, oh my God, they're not toilet trained by 5. How embarrassing. Okay. Are you serious right now? Kids all around the world have developmental issues and developmental delays. Not all kids are toilet trained fast. Okay. So this one, there's people that that are teenagers with autism, adults with autism, or other different abled people are never going to be potty trained. So zip it. Like, don't forget, when you're 70, someone else is going to be wiping your ass for you. Like, no. Okay. Our kids can be overstimulated in public places a lot. They're triggered by other kids being jerks, not understanding them, and they're just over where they want to be. They just like want to go home and be in a quiet space. So when someone's coming at us in public, we have to choose. Do we educate them? Choose our battles. Do we have the energy in us to educate them? Or just deal with the stares and calm our child down? Tell them to be calm, because it's like you need to take a breath, make your child feel safe, and then deal with what's going on around you. If they ask, they don't look autistic, ask them what autism looks like. Point taken. If they ask if your child's gifted or not, if they have a gift, yes, they do. They have a gift of being awesome and a great kid. What gift does your child have? As parents with kids with disabilities, we need to gain sassy pants. Like, you've got this. You need to put on your sassy pants. I don't care who you are, because we have to get this so we can help advocate for our children. So put on your sassy pants. Don't show the kids that you're mad, because that says that there's something wrong. Put on your sassy pants, advocate for them, educate for them. I hope this helped.